Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're on our way out to Nick Mason's open day. So Nick Mason, the drummer from Pink Floyd, has an open day once a year in support of a charity where he lets us come and have a look around his lawn and the front of his house and brings some of his amazing car collection out. So don't know what cars we'll see on show, but it's a bit of a chance for us to have a little bit of a day out. I'm in the NSX today, not driven it for a little while, so keen to stretch its legs, although it's mostly a run out on the motorway. Looking forward to the day out, meeting up with our friend Matt, who's got a Subaru WRX WR1, the ice blue colour that was a limited edition after Petter Solberg's championship win. Dan will be there in the Wheelman Impreza WRX SDI version 5 RA Limited, which, what a fantastic car, especially that roof scoop. That's what it's all about, the roof scoop. So he's coming out with the family, so it's a little bit of a day out for us. See what Nick's got to show us, see what other cars are around, have a bit of food, maybe an ice cream, and get a chance to put some miles on the cars. I think Matt was saying he's not had a chance to drive his car that much either, so it's a bit of a run out for everybody, as it's a lovely summer's day, a little bit cold than maybe you would expect for June, but pretty nice day to be out, and quite a special event going to Nick Mason's house today. It's only open once a year. It's kind of quite low key, if you know you know kind of thing, but he should have some cars from his amazing car collection on show. So as many of you may know, he's got a McLaren F1 GTR, a Maserati Birdcage, and of course the very famous Ferrari 250 GTO, which everyone said he was mad buying in the, I'm going to say it was the 70s, for, I think he said somewhere he either paid 35,000 or 65,000 pounds for it, and everyone thought that was a ludicrous amount of money. So for reference, they're probably worth, what, about 50 million now? So not a bad investment.
Should we go and
see what else is on show?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. anything of interest in the car park, Flem? Where did you park?
What have we got? I think I saw an old ropey blue Impreza at the back somewhere, but...
I brought a C63, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As I say, there was no point showing bringing the new cars because I don't want to let the surprise out before. You've waited 6 months. Of course. You might as well wait a little bit longer.
Indeed.
Yeah, did you see my rally cars parked out there?
I did. Slammed.
Yeah, it's in road mode at the moment.
New suspension.
Yeah.
Road mode. Roadman.
Tarmac setup.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
What's your guesses, Paul?
Hey?
What's your guesses?
Guess what he's got? He hasn't bought anything. This is the whole thing. Neither of us have bought anything.
Yeah, Flem.
Dan's got
the ferry. No, book it again for another 6 months.
Yeah, we're just going to turn up and go, oh, you've actually bought a rally car. We aren't doing that anymore. Yeah. We're just taking sports cars.
No, we'll have the Ferraris at Southampton Dock. They'll turn up and you'll be there in your WR1 and be like, oh, flat.
It's like a 355, it's got sticky plastic.
Is this what you bought it? They gave you the tag? What's my register? Which ones are these for?
See this? It's factory. Straight out of the factory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So why did it not have an original key? Is it because it got a logbook loan or something?
You've got it.
Is it federal spec?
How's it going? Is it driving well?
It's driving well.
You got allowed to park in the supercar and classic. I take it?
You were there going, please don't point that way.
First security guard looked at me, directed me in the normal car park. I was like, my friends were there in classic. He was like, okay, you go through.
But you were actually admitting this. He's got it on camera.
Yeah, you got rejected. So yours is neither a classic nor a supercar.
People aren't, because they're limited numbers. You don't see many of them. That's the difference.
But it was rejected from that. That's harsh.
Yeah, the C63. They were just like, yeah,
straight in.
Let me reveal my Subaru Impreza.
She's a sexy reveal.
Do you like it?
I do.
Do you know what it is?
Oh,
you're on camera, so give us the full rundown on the spec and show us your car knowledge.
I could go as far as saying it's an RA.
How do you know that?
Slight giveaway.
What? The roof scoop.
The old roof scoop. She's lovely. Hey! It's got the racing slicks on as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's all ready for doing some tarmac rallying.
Yeah, we won't go there, Paul.
Yeah, we actually really won't go there. So this is basically the lineup for the rally trip. 2 Scoobs and a Honda. Oh.
Just need to zoom in on this part. That part just there, can you see? See that, Paul? That's the value. That's the value right there. Priceless.
So there they are, that's the 2 out of 3, 1 to go.
Yeah, where's your Evo?
Is it an Evo?
Oh.
or is it a Peugeot?
Oh no.
Heading back home after what's been a really pleasant day. The weather's been amazing. Really very busy, a lot more people there than I expected, but a really nice family feel. Lots of cars just dotted around his garden, you know, a 250 GTO here, a TDF parked over there, an old Maserati here and there. Yeah, some amazing cars. He's got a great collection. I quite liked, he had an old Zagato, which of course had the engine bored out and increased in displacement to 7 litres, which was kind of cool, as well as he had a Porsche 928. So yeah, he's got quite an interesting collection of cars. Had his helicopter there, which you'll see in the video as well. So cars behaved pretty well. It was great to see Matt and Dan out in the Scoobies and the stories that we have around them. Had a little bit of a problem in the NSX. Pulled off the motorway just before and had a huge amount of vibration coming through the steering and through the front of the car, and went to stop and one of the brakes was like super hot, so got a little bit of a sticky caliper situation going on. Not too unusual whenever the car's been parked up and not been driven for a while. So we stopped for dinner, back in the car now. The caliper doesn't seem to be sticking, the brakes seem to be cold, so not sure if it's fixed itself. We do love a problem that fixes itself, but in the motoring world that's kind of unlikely. So that'll need a little bit of looking at. Hopefully it's the slider pins on the caliper that need lubricating. It's possible that the brake pads have got a little bit bound up, in the caliper holders, so we'll have a look at that and see if we can sort that out before the car goes out next time. Other than that, kept up quite well with the Subarus, although there were passengers on board, so we were taking it fairly steady. But a lot of people taking pictures of the Scoobies, as well as these. These have always been very rare, but nice standard WRXs are getting pretty rare now as well. So had quite a few thumbs up and people saying nice car, so that's always good. Highlights for the show for me, I have to say I do really like the LaFerrari now, particularly Nick's spec, which is a dark posy blue, I think it is, quite subtle, with dark grey wheels. Look really nice next to a 599 GTO, which I didn't realise he had one of those. He had an SF90, which I think the jury is still out on a little bit. I'm sure it's a great car, but it seems to be not been as well received. It's not as pretty maybe as some of the other cars that are there. In the car park saw a Lotus Carlton, which I've not seen one of those for quite a long time. That was pretty cool. Had a Ferrari 308, which a lady was looking at, seemed to know an awful lot about it, and was saying it was one of the fiberglass ones, which of course are quite rare. Quite a lot of cool Lotuses and McLarens and the usual sorts of things you see at car shows, but really great mix. There was a 60s Mustang convertible parked on the road that we were on, along with a bunch of Ferraris, 458, 488, some Portofinos, and I think Nick might even have an FF as well. Apparently he was there signing autographs. I didn't get a chance to see him, so that was a little bit of a shame. Although in a previous life I used to work in the music industry, worked at Abbey Road, and so made a cup of tea with David Gilmour one of the times he was in there, but I've never met Nick Mason before, so it would have been nice to say hello, I guess, and try and get him to sign something. I hadn't brought anything with me, but I'm sure he could have signed a t-shirt or something. And all for a really good cause, so I would imagine it was pretty busy, so I think they would have made quite a lot of money for that cause, which is good to see. Very lucky with the weather. I imagine it would have been a lot more difficult to get those cars in and get them parked if it had been wet, so hopefully they'll have good weather again tomorrow. It's a 2-day event, so today was the Saturday one, they'll be back there on Sunday. Nice small little lanes with a lot of people directing the traffic and stuff out there, so there wasn't the usual car leaving car meet shenanigans, although there was a bunch of young people waiting to see the cars go out, it was nice that they were interested in some of these old cars, because they'd be not even born whenever these were made. So yeah, it was a really nice day out. Would have been great to have been out where we were supposed to be. We should have been halfway to Santander today, going across for our Euro trip in the rally cars. That of course has been postponed, so got a little bit of work to do to get everything up and running, but both of the other cars seem to be running really well, both of the Subarus, so that's good news. I think Matt and Dan are going to keep driving them over the next weeks and months just to make sure that everything's tip top, and then we should be good to go for a Euro trip. So first time I've been to a car meet in a while, actually. I kind of find them all sort of similar, but this one was really good because it wasn't really a car meet. It had a bunch of cars there, but there was arts and crafts, there was barbecue, and it was good to catch up with a bunch of mates that I haven't seen for a while, who all happened to be available for this weekend. So yeah, a good time had by all. I've now got a 2.5 hour drive home, some of it on country lanes with most of it on motorway, and then I'm catching a flight in the morning, so busy evening for me, but pretty much the perfect car to be doing it in. We've got cruise control, we've got aircon, and super comfortable seats, suspension that's nice and compliant, and it doesn't have a droney noisy exhaust, so I can see why people do loads of miles in these NSXs. They're really easy to live with, and yeah, so had a great day, great vehicle to be driving home in, top of the world. Thanks for watching.